Nothing like chugging a soda to start an episode.
Fucking
Turn your ringer off, please. Turn your ringer off.
Make sure I'm
We don't want any disturbances from this riveting material.
Oh, it's fucking terrible. It just keeps getting worse and worse. Ooh, senior benefits. Missed call from them. We had a good conversation. So what's up? What?
We gotta get into some prank calls. We gotta bring the prank calls back.
Yeah.
All the old jerky boy shit.
That was fucking hilarious as kids. Like, hey there, jerky. Rubbed hot oil all over my ass neck.
So what's up with you? You gotta talk while you eat this.
All right, so I'm back in mortgages, which is just wonderful. I need to get my mortgage license back because I didn't do my classes.
You said you were gonna. One of the things you wanted to focus on was show prep.
Mm-hmm.
Have you prepped?
Not in the slightest. Not at all.
No.
I should have never said that.
So, if we did show prep,
Yes.
then the show would be safe against HIV virus.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Prep pills.
Prep pill. I don't know.
No, we're off to a killer start.
This is great. Might as well end this now.
Maybe I'll start again after I'm done with this beef jerky.
Well, we should do that. We should try this one more time.
Or should we just say our new advertisers this year, this episode? Jack Link's beef jerky. Nothing like a nice tasty little meat pocket. And Sunny D.
Oh, dude, that fucks with Sunny Day.
I'm gonna drink this whole shit by the time we're done.
How do you do that and maintain your girlish physique?
56 fluid ounces of orange strawberry goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
What?
You're the star of the show.
Or the show, I got fucking nothing, bro. What? I don't know, dude. I was much better at this when I was drunk and high.
And what happened?
I stopped getting drunk and high to record.
But you still get drunk and high.
Okay, yeah, I definitely do.
I was gonna bring that up. I think your drug use has been affecting our quality of content.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to find you some better drugs.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I can do it high again.
Bro,
That's not a problem.
beef jerky and cheddar is such a good combo.
What a fucking great combo. I'm glad they're a sponsor.
I think the Jack Lane Skies will be pretty cool.
They probably would be a good sponsor if we can get, like, you know.
I kind of look like that Sasquatch they had in the commercials.
You know, you did previously with that really long beard, but now you got a real, like,
Man.
J thing from
Jay.
Silent Bob.
Oh, why? Because the hair?
The hair, the hat, the beard. Yeah, man.
I had to bring the hat back. I haven't had the hat for a while. I gotta get back to my magical Harry Potter shit.
Did you wash that? It looks a lot cleaner.
My best friend did.
Oh, good.
Try not to use names.
Yeah, I did last time. My apologies on that.
She just sent me a snap of her friend who just got brain surgery and is like already trying to get fucked up.
I mean, what better way to test to see if the surgery took than to bombard your brain with dopamine-releasing chemicals that are going to lead to a night of joyous occasions. And
you can hear the phones in the background. We got a call-in show in the works, and we have a lot of people interested in airing out their grievances with the show.
All 6 of our viewers, what's up, Connor?
We're gonna do some big things. We're gonna have a call-in show. We're gonna have some video editing. We're gonna have sponsors. I actually had to turn a sponsor down. I'm not even kidding. I'll show you the DMs. They wanted me to be, like a influencer, brand ambassador guy for some like gym clothes.
Okay.
And they lost me on the shorts.
Why?
All the shorts looked like fucking boxers. Like, I'm not playing soccer.
Dude, that's the new style.
Not for me.
Got to get with the short shorts, baby. We're taking it back to 1984.
My friend is trying to get me into the those tight pants. You know, those joggers that are all like basically look like tights.
They make you look like a Russian gangster. Please don't do that.
I wouldn't mind looking like a gangster.
Looking like a gangster's cool. Looking like a Russian gangster. Look like a Russian gangster in Russia's cool. Look like a Russian gangster here. You look like a fucking asshole.
What you got against Russian gangsters?
I don't like the way they do business.
No?
Yeah, they kill your dogs.
Do they?
Speaking of dogs, I saw something come up about Michael Vick. Dude, he was so fucking good in college. Like, and they popped him on dog fighting. Get the fuck out of here. They're just trying to make an example out of him. I have a dog. I don't give a fuck about dog fight. I would go to a dog fight right now if I was invited.
I mean,
What?
pit bulls just aggressively chomping on each other.
Dude, that's fucking wild.
Gotta be pretty fucking brutal.
Yeah, it's brutal. It's fucking gruesome. I need some violence in my life. I'm fucking bored.
Have you ever seen a dog fight?
No, I haven't.
I'd be interested to see.
I would be as well.
It might be one of those things that kind of turns your stomach.
More than likely, but what if I watched it and I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. And then I went out and got a bunch of pit bulls.
You could be the next Michael Vick.
I could be the next Michael Vick. Minus the football talent.
It's an interesting thing to get into.
But
What kind of dogs would you fight, though?
I would try to get a Cane Corso.
Cane Corso?
They're pit bulls that are this big, bro. They're monsters, mammoths. Did I get that? Yeah, there we go.
I'm gonna shoot them up on steroids.
Oh, 100%. I'd goose them all up.
Put fucking trend.
But I got some trend.
Dude, really?
Yeah, I started taking it.
Oh god, we got
A little tiny bit of trend.
This shit makes you crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, it's been 2 weeks and I feel more normal than I have since we started doing this. Now that could
you just needed the crazy shit to balance you.
That's the thing. Like what? It was from the it was from some horror movie. They said what makes a sane person crazy would make a crazy person sane. Yeah, I got to tell you, I've been feeling pretty good.
You're testing the theory.
Yeah, I'm testing the theory.
Have you ever taken EQ?
No.
I heard that shit gives you like voices in your head and shit.
Probably, dude. It's a horse steroid. But then again, Tren is a cattle steroid, so that's me throwing shit at the wall, calling the pot black.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait until I'm like 65.
Well, that's when you're supposed to take it.
That's when you're supposed to take horse steroids.
Well, the truth is that once you get in your 60s, you're supposed to be taking HGH. The brain is not producing it like it used to, and from what I've researched, it's the negative side effects are less of a problem as you age. With HGH, I don't know about the other stuff, but I mean, all those anti-aging clinics, it's just all testosterone and HGH. That's all it is.
Speaking of aging, you know it doesn't get old?
What's that?
The delicious, crisp flavor of Sunny D.
Sunny D just quenches your thirst.
This one's better than a regular, though.
Really? What's that? The orange strawberry? Where are you getting that?
Fucking Dollar Tree.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say that because there's one right down.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not trying to give away locations.
And then after this, I'm going to try to go get some fucking Wendy's nuggets.
Oh, it's spicy ones. Wendy's
I got to be up early tomorrow, though. Going to the auction.
The auction?
Yeah, gonna drive a few cars home from the auction.
Okay.
My buddy Dave with the dealer license, he's flipping a few cars.
Dave that I know.
No.
Different Dave.
I tried to get him on tonight, he tapped out.
Nah, too bad.
He ordered Chinese food.
I mean, he could have there's a banging Chinese spot right down the street here. Oh, you've gotten it before.
The one here?
Yeah.
What, the one in the plaza?
Right.
Yeah, they're good.
They're pretty good. I mean, that place, they're definitely not making their money off food or the bar. But, like, actually, dude.
Then what are they making their money off of?
I walk out of here at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Chinese gangsters?
I walk out of here at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck the Russian gangsters.
Fuck the Russians.
But the Chinese,
let's try
they do it right.
They'll
kill your dog, too. But you'll get a fortune cookie and a delicious meal.
Fortune cookie. And that General Tso may have been your sweet departed countess. Walk out here at 3 in the morning. There's always cars right in front of their storefront. The only cars will be here for the gym and down there by them. It's fucking weird, man. Every time, go in there any time of day. We went in there Saturday night. There was nobody in there. Like nobody in there.
There's nobody there. There's just 3 tinted out Escalades parked out from it.
Yeah, there's always Japanese SUVs and minivans. But I'm like, they're up to something over there.
Speaking of Chinese, I just got my dry cleaning done.
Okay.
Very affordable. I was expecting it to be like something crazy. It was only like $18 for like almost like 7, 8 things, I think.
Dude, the Chinese know how to make shit efficient.
Speaking of which, shout out to the Chinese. and the Geek Bar Corporation. Oh,
I like that. Greeting our Chinese viewers.
yeah, we're gonna try to get them on the horn. I'm smoking on the OMG B-Pop. What the fuck flavor is that?
I don't know, but I used to fuck with the Geek Bar. Now I fuck with whatever she gets me.
What do you got now? Hey, listen, they're sponsors.
Okay, I will say
Don't
the
be
flavor. The
throwing
flavor.
other brands.
Kiwi watermelon ice.
Sounds good.
It is good. So what I do is she'll get 2 of them. She'll puff them
Just to
both.
drive competition, drive the price up a little bit. Geek Bar's been a little stingy. They haven't responded to my emails. They are a sponsor.
The High 9000 by Virtue.
High 9,000?
9,000 puffs. These things last days on days on days.
Oh, speaking of puffing on chemicals, my friend's dad had to get a lung transplant.
Was he a smoker?
He worked at 9/11 Ground Zero. And he's an older guy, 70s, 80s. And, which is old, I guess. How old's your dad? Or how old would he be?
He would be 64 next month.
Because my dad is about to be 70. So kind of in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
I guess 75 is not that far off, but this kid's a little younger than me. I think my ex's dad is in his like 80s.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. It's weird for the time frame back then. We were born 80s, from the mid 70s to the early 90s. Everybody had kids young. My parents had us young.
I think you should have kids young.
100%.
You know what I mean? Because otherwise you're just going to be partying and doing drugs.
Partying and doing drugs, no direction in life.
And if you're going to be partying and doing drugs and you have a baby in your life, it's a lot easier to get out of trouble. You can blame it on the baby.
Well, listen, my baby has a real problem. He was born with an addiction, his mother, and so I had to pick up for him.
It's a horrible disease.
He'd be kicking all night. It's a terrible disease. He can't break. I mean, I want my baby to be born drunk so he has some sort of tolerance.
You think you're going to have kids?
Not the slightest. She wants them.
I'm sure she does.
But what I was going to say is I'm finding with people I know who were born earlier than me, whose parents were like in their 30s and 40s when they had them.
It's like normal, I feel like.
Really? I don't know.
I mean, I was 40. All right, so I'm 40. If I meet another girl that's young and wants to have kids, I'd be knocking her up.
Knock her up right away. I mean, if she's in prime reproduction age, in her mid-20s, fucking stuff it. But
I don't know where that's going to lead me.
Probably to a mental breakdown, more prison time.
More prison, more restraining orders.
More restraining orders, more jail time.
More kids I don't see.
It leads to more kids you don't see. I'm glad you could joke about that.
Well, it's like a juggling act. If you got a couple baby mamas and you got problems seeing all your kids, it averages out. So you see these kids for like a few months, then you get to see the other ones before the other ones aren't allowed to see you.
Before the restraining order expires.
As a father, by the end of the year, you feel like you got to see your kids the whole time.
That's a really good strategy.
I think it might work.
I think it's going to work for you.
My buddy Dave wants to go to Hooters.
Dude, I told you I'd go with you.
He's got new teeth. Oh, so that was kind of like the deal. He's like, hey, listen, man, once I get my teeth, we got to go.
Dude, I got a couple dollars. We can go to Hooters. I mean, not tonight. It's already 8 o'clock, but... Wednesday?
I think Wednesday's all you can eat.
Hold on, no. Wednesday's no good for me, bro. It's tax season. Yeah, I got a guy coming in at 6:30. I'm not going to be able to go until like 8 o'clock.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, all right. That's cool.
Some nice greasy wings. I got to get my weight up, dude. I lost a lot of weight.
That's your problem. You need to get up. I need to get down.
Get down?
Get down on it. That's the reason for the laptop. It's to hide the gut.
Yeah. Oh, let's read the text from my
Read the text. Let's go.
So apparently my buddy Dell used to be on some radio station.
Okay.
So he had some constructive criticisms. Let's go scroll through. Feel free to contribute. There we go.
Oh, wait. Oh, the teachers union or something is suing Trump for trying to revamp the national education system. I don't know how well that's going to go over. Just something I saw. I am uninformed and disinterested.
Good thing you brought it up.
I know.
Bro, absolutely. Just go back and watch yourself. You'll get a better perspective of what people see versus what you think they see. Well, duh. I can see what they see because the camera's right in front of us. Alright, let's see. Solid start. Stick with it. I used to do a radio show for the infamous Princeton 94.5, their AM station. When's the last time you listened to the infamous Princeton 945 AM station? I'm going to have to listen to it on the ride home.
Yeah, I'm going to have to tune in.
Maybe we can get the Princeton radio station as a sponsor.
Oh my God, wouldn't that be something? Go Tigers!
Maybe we'll get on their late night shift.
We are for sale. We are 100% for sale.
Just a few friendly tips if you're on video. We are on video.
Certainly are.
You guys should try to talk to the camera/audience, meaning look at the camera when you're talking to each other. That's just rude. I don't look at the cameras when I talk to people.
I used to all the time. I didn't want to look at you.
I can give two shits about looking at the camera.
I started looking at you, though.
Thanks for this criticism, but probably not going to happen. All right, what else we got here? There will come a time. Oh, this will come in time as you get more comfortable and put the laptop to the side instead of in front of Mike.
Not a fucking chance.
Also not Mike.
Mike, close enough.
Other than that, it's great. Keep it moving, man. It'll get better every time.
I thought he was going to shred us.
Dude, people love this shit.
There's no way. There's
people
no way.
Love it.
Who could fucking love this? It's terrible.
Yo.
But I'm happy to do it with you.
I'll show you more, man. I'll show you more. You don't realize, bro. Fucking rave reviews, man. Rave reviews. Speaking of which, our lazy ass friend, we'll try not to use names. We'll just call him Andy. I told you he got back with.
Of course he did.
Right, we all
Ray Charles saw that coming.
So today, I saw it was like a for sale by owner. So I sent him like pictures. He's a real estate guy, so it's like that's somebody he should be calling. He texts me back, oh, what's the address? I sent you the fucking street signs, a picture of the house, a picture of the sign with the phone number on it.
You want me to call him for you?
I just text him right back. I'm like, you lazy fuck.
Oh, God, he's so lazy.
Just gotta spoon feed the kid. Our buddy was texting me the other day, and he had him saved in his phone as Veal. So fitting.
Tender and soft.
Like a baby cow. That would be a good thing to get into.
What?
Cow fighting.
I don't know if cows are much for fighting.
I meant like versus the pit bulls.
That's actually how the pit bull got its name.
No.
They used to fight bulls.
That's how the bulldog got its name.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's why they got them short snouts. You know the rings they would put in the bull's nose? They would. That's why they have like that underbite and that short nose. They would reach up and like latch on to the ring and like pull the bull down.
Mm. Gross.
And if they couldn't get the ring, they would go for the nuts.
Yeah, you gotta watch that, man. Heard hyenas do that to lions. As do
what, they bite the nuts.
They go right for the balls. The honey badger.
It's instinctive, I guess. Even animals know. It sucks to get hit in the nuts.
Oh, it's brutal. Honey badgers will go for a lion's balls. Honey badgers doesn't give a shit. Honey badger don't play no games. Honey badger don't fuck around.
Is he still in the league?
God, I wish I was drunk. What?
Is he still in the league?
I don't know. Let's look it up.
Have you been going without like any days sober or
Thursday?
What's today?
Monday.
So you went the whole weekend without drinking?
Oh, drinking? Friday.
That's not bad, though.
That's terrible, dude. I don't know, I'll get a few days. I used to be able to get a few weeks here and there, no problem, but I don't know. Oh, see.
Gotta have something to wash the drugs down with.
Naturally.
Alright.
Yeah, he's still playing. Hold on, I was looking it up. He is currently playing for the Saints. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Which It's cool because he's from New Orleans. He went to LSU. So he's a Louisiana boy all around. And he's got his Super Bowl. Good for him. An intimidating looking man. Oh my God. So I was watching Gillis.
Look, I'm entertained. Halfway through watching, you guys are funny.
Who the fuck said that?
Sarah.
Oh, but she's a yes woman.
Oh, she's a fan. She's a fan.
All right. Because you got some of those cheerleaders that are like, they're like a mom. They'll just tell you everything you're doing.
I don't know if she was a cheerleader, but she was definitely like a dance girl. That's all like peppy, and it's funny. So her sister is the one that's in charge of the supervised visits. My enemy sign. My friend's wife. I was the minister at their wedding. I read the vows and shit.
That's fucking cool, man.
Awesome girl. But she's my enemy sign. And I feel like she's taken my ex's side. So she's the supervisor. So after the kids leave, she's like getting on my case about stuff. And it's like, you're supposed to be on my side here.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be here on behalf of me? No, I'm talking about like these women who are cheerleaders for like you or me. Where everything you do is cool.
They all are, bro. They love the show.
I don't know how anyone could possibly.
Everyone loves the show, man.
I've actually sat down and watched a few. I'll listen to a few while driving. I watched them all, so.
Did you?
I don't watch the road.
Did you get any fucking...
What? It was terrible. It was worse than I thought, but it's way better than the first ones we did.
Did you get any subscribers?
No, not in the slightest.
Come on, man.
I don't want anyone knowing I'm doing this.
We got 32 subscribers now.
Okay,
Some of these people out there don't even have 32 episodes.
18 more to go. How many episodes do we have?
We're not even keeping count anymore, bro.
Oh, no.
Nah. I just give it a name.
Are you even posting them?
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. Well, we can go onto the page and put them in chronological order and figure out which one was which.
I think they are for the most part.
That's cool.
I'm trying to see. I think I have like one other kid that texts me.
I was watching Shaner. I was watching Gillis, and he was showing a video. I guess he was on Rogan. He was showing a video of these NYU students drinking, and like they look out the window as Tower 1's coming down, and like the girl's screaming when a couple other guys are laughing, and I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Terribly sad day in America.
Going back.
But very funny 24 years later. What were you going to say?
Going back to my friend's dad had to get an emergency lung surgery.
That.
He had to go to Philadelphia. I guess it's like one of the best like lung and like respiratory facilities. My friend said that the nurses are seeing a lot of young kids from like vaping and shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll get my lungs checked when I get health insurance.
But you know what the crazy thing is?
Huh.
They said not one of them ever used a geek bar.
Or the High 9000 by virtue.
Where is my boy Dan?
You know, it gets me those people that say that they'll never sell out. I will sell out right fucking now if the price is right.
Nah, you gotta hold out.
Nick, I got bills
Drive
and
the
shit.
price up. 90% of podcasts make fewer than 21 episodes, so you're already in the elite.
Yeah, where the fuck did she find that information?
That's not Sarah, that's my buddy Dan.
Oh!
And he is somewhat of a scientist or a chemist or something.
I'm a scientist.
He's a nerd. He's a nerd. Smart guy. He was going to kill his parents for insurance money.
It's not a bad strategy if you're trying to get paid and they have deep pockets.
He thought it out very thoroughly.
Uh-huh.
He read all the contracts and all the insurance policies.
Yeah, once your kid or your wife starts asking you to see the life insurance policy,
He's a little nuts.
might be time to start making some changes.
My buddy Mike is like, I think he's got a kill list.
Oh, he definitely does. We'll stay on his
He
good
texts
side.
me every morning. It's like, if I don't text him back, it's like, am I on the list?
You make sure you stay off that list. Do anything. Hey, bud, how you doing? Doing all right? We want to get together for a couple
He's a
drinks
good
or
dude, though. He never did it.
No,
He didn't follow through.
No.
Yet.
I mean, it could still happen if they're both alive and they're both even worth more now. I mean, again, it's a pretty good strategy you can get away with it. I had I'm not going to say which state, but a state police officer tell me the best way to get rid of or to kill a person and then dispose of the body.
And what's that?
Big plastic mat. I chop up into pieces. Remove the fingernails. Remove the fingers. Remove the teeth.
Keep going. I can pick it up.
You gotta poke holes in the body. Wrap it up in the plastic. Wrap it up in like a few big ass black like leaf bags. Chain it to cinder blocks, and you get one of those really long like big boy coolers. It goes in, you and another buddy. You bring your fishing gear from the car to the boat. So this way, when you're carrying
talked about this.
Carrying a cooler to the boat, what's that? It's a couple guys going out fishing, cooler full of beer, probably coming back with some fish. Like, that body's in the cooler. You get out far enough, get into that Gulf Stream, and just toss them off.
I think an easier way would be to dress him up like a dog, put him in a dog fight, and then just say, hey, the dog died.
I think we already know the name of this episode.
What's that?
Disposing bodies and dog fighting.
Yeah, that'll be a hit with the algorithm.
100%.
Disposing of bodies.
The shit I'm getting my algorithms are real messed up. I was getting a lot of videos from like 15 years ago. Low production values. I mean, shit, I can go through it right now. A lot of AVGN.
What the fuck is AVGN?
Angry Video Game Nerd. Used to watch him years ago. Guy's pretty funny. I think he's out of Ocean County. I think he's out of Tom's River.
I told you about the kid in jail that was like making videos like threatening the cops and shit. He's like in jail for like his YouTube channel. I
love that. Tell me more.
That's about all there was.
Fair enough. What's a YouTube channel?
I saw a kid from jail this weekend.
Where?
One of the meetings.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm like, this kid looks familiar. I'm like, oh yeah. I was gonna use him to like prove how long I've been clean and be like, I can prove I've got almost 2 years because when I saw that guy in jail, he had the red jumper, I had the orange.
What's the red jumper?
Kids that coming in off drugs and shit.
Oh.
Got like detox and shit. At least in Middlesex.
Getting a lot of old O&A stuff from 13 years ago. A lot of backroom stuff I was looking at years ago. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And a lot of just politically right-leaning things that may be of a questionable nature. And also a lot of hard left-leaning things.
You gotta be clicking on this shit, though, if it's popping up.
Oh, years ago, yeah, bro. I was into some weird shit.
So that's YouTube, though.
It's YouTube.
Yeah, my YouTube algorithm is kind of shitty.
Yeah.
It's a lot of astrology and tarot card readings.
Like a 16-year-old girl?
Maybe. Did the guy from Impractical Jokers get in trouble for hooking up with an underage chick?
Ooh, hold on. What was the guy's name?
Joe? My friend sent me this thing today of like the Impractical Jokers. And like they're all huddled around the camera, when they're like doing the challenges. And then the caption just said, okay, now go cheat on your wife with a teenager. And then I was thinking, I was like, did the one guy that's not in the picture, did he actually do that?
Probably not.
He had that look though.
You talking about this guy right here?
Joe? Yeah, he does. No offense, Mr. Gatto, but you do look like a guy who might get in trouble for something.
I mean, he looks like the type that would fuck a child and not even feel any remorse or regret about it. It'd probably leave him so unsatisfied that he'd feel this immediate urge to.
I feel like he'd look like he was on the show and just be giggling the whole time.
Yeah, the guy really can't keep a straight face. But doing those things, I mean,
no, he can.
It's so.
Did you ever see him doing the scoop ski potato?
No.
He was very serious. Oh. He was all about scooping them potatoes.
I remember watching it years ago. I don't really watch TV anymore.
It's because we don't have cable.
I haven't had cable since January 2020.
Oh, by the way, I think there's like squirrels in the attic.
Alright, we'll get a fucking crab trap up there.
Yeah, we're going to have to catch them.
Separation from...
How do you catch squirrels? Same way as crabs? Piece of raw chicken?
Probably some seed or something, but we can get a squirrel trap. And
so I got to bust a nut?
Yes, certainly. Bust a nut. to attract a squirrel.
Leave the seed.
Leave the seed.
Oh, and the toilet bowl's cracked.
No,
The
where?
seat.
Oh, the seat's cracked?
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a new seat.
Isn't that a new seat, or did somebody clean that? Because it looks very different.
Yeah, it was cleaned. That's why it looks different.
No, fair enough.
But apparently, maybe the cleaner ate through the porcelain or whatever the fuck it is.
So the toilet seat is cracked, or the toilet bowl is cracked?
There's a crack right across the seat.
All right.
Like if you bit into a fucking lifesaver.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sit, it kind of pinches your ass.
Ah, it sucks. Okay, here we go. In 2025, allegations surfaced, adding complexity to his departure, but the primary reason remains for his personal life issues. So you might be onto something, because it's starting to say allegations.
Well.
All right. I would never assault anyone. You know who says that?
Someone who assaulted
Guys
somebody.
who definitely have assaulted somebody.
I would never have sex with a random fat chick I just met.
I do all the time. I did all the time. But, I mean, I might be a fucking drunk, degenerate addict, but, the bitch says no. You don't fuck the bitch. It's very simple. That's how you stay out of trouble.
Especially if the question was, are you 18?
Hey, Connie, how old are you? 16? 18!
So you heard it here. Joe Gatto is officially a pedophile.
Joe Gatto fucks children. Is this something that's going to come back to haunt us? Bite us in the ass?
It'll be hard to tell when I'm so refreshed from this Sunny D.
It's hard to tell. Sunny delight. When you need cooling off from those hot summer days of chasing your kids or sexually assaulting minors, reach for a Sunny D.
I wonder if Sunny D is what he saved the kid as in the phone.
Joe, why are you texting Domino's? I can't wait to lick your junior year pussy. Oh, honey, that's a young lady I'm waiting until next year for.
Oh, man. The waiting game. The hardest part.
I've heard that from some guy named Tom or whatever. That the waiting is the hardest part.
I was going to steal that.
What?
What was it? We get the same age. They stay the same age.
That's what I like about these high school girls. I get older, they stay the same age. Yes, they
So
do.
my grandmother passed away.
Sorry to hear.
I was going to use that in her eulogy. Be like, she, like, everyone gets taller. Well, she was like 5 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like, everyone keeps getting taller and she stays the same
height.
size.
That's the old Italian women. They're all, none of them grew
She
above
wasn't
5'2".
Italian. She was Irish.
Oh, never mind then. I have no idea.
Also short people.
I haven't asked any questions. But think about this, like, my grandmothers, both of them, have just been, like, old ladies since I was a kid. Even when they weren't, like, my mother...
Still alive?
No, one of them's dead. The other one's still alive. 86?
Same. That was the one you were talking about last time?
Yes.
Still living in town?
Still living right at the end of... She's never... She grew up in Hoboken, but since 1959, dude, she's lived off of Beer Street.
Did she ever fuck Frank Sinatra?
I don't believe so. He was much older than her. Her older brothers and her parents knew him.
I wonder if Frank Sinatra was a pedophile.
Probably. Because back then it wasn't a big deal.
That's what the mugshot was for, right?
I believe
The
so.
famous mugshot. Are you really about to look that up? It was a very research-heavy episode.
He was charged with seduction and adultery.
Seduction? How do you get charged with seduction?
It's 1938. You can't bang a married woman. But that just proves, man, you can never trust a bitch. 1938, Negroes can't use the front door, but understand the second you go to work, Mildred's going to be fucking the milkman. My word, honey, we're Italian, but that baby sure does look colored.
Why did they let blacks deliver milk?
They do.
Is it just so it looked whiter?
100%. Yeah. Because milk wasn't really pasteurized.
It was all about the contrast.
Until 1942. And so it had a yellow tinge to it. So they'd have black men deliver it. So when they held it in their hands, it's like, wow, that's really white milk.
Yeah. Makes sense.
But the problem is...
That's why they deliver mail now.
I do see a lot of black mailmen. Our mailman used to be... Oh, was he was a black woman, I think. She was fucking cool.
Was that the one that walks around Woodbridge with like the hair all the way down to the fucking...
Yeah! Dude, we had her. And then now we have like a Spanish guy, Latino. He's pretty cool. I like him. I threw him some money for Christmas. Those guys work hard, man. I fucks at the post office. Drove by there the other day, the one
days like today, they're just walking around in the rain.
it sucks for the guys with the walker. My cousin's husband has a walking route. And he'll be the first one to tell you that he has a walking route. And he's still super fat. How's that possible?
I don't know. I guess your body just gets used to it. I mean, if you still eat like shit, it's all about the diet, man.
Yeah. But, yeah, man. I think the post office, they looked like they were protesting outside of one of the big regional offices, regional sorting facilities, and they did not look happy. I think they might be going on strike soon.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for checking the mail the other day.
Oh, yeah. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Well, the truth is, okay, so I got this. It's in my pocket. This is something I keep on me at all times. This is my father's. This is the original Amex Black card.
All right.
This is one that Lil Wayne was talking about. Now it's very expired, but this was the first titanium card. Like,
so that card is no good.
No.
You just have it.
I just have it.
As a memoir.
An old man had a black card. I hope to one day have one too.
I thought you were just charging stuff to a dead man's account.
Oh, I 100% would have. Dude, no, that was my mother. The second she starts swiping everything in his name, like, fuck it.
But, buy a new car.
Fucking, what else did they do? Oh, they did some other shit too. Oh, my mother was funny, man. After my father died, fuck, I gotta talk to you about. They did some shit. They did some things like, her attorney's like, do this, and like all off the record shit. Like, before the death certificate, she goes, move money here, and here. Like,
yeah, bro, you gotta play the game.
Because there were like certain assets that were not marital assets. So she's like, take everything that's not, put it into your account. Like, yeah, she was pretty gangster, pretty funny that day.
You have to be, bro.
Yeah, man, fuck letting the government get it. Fuck them.
Hell yeah.
Fuck paying taxes.
Fuck that.
You have to see the difference between how I am with you, how I am at home, how I am here, when I have tax clients. Like, all right, so I had a young couple come in the other day. I work with this woman's brother and her father, and they're great people. But like, I can be me. When I have the older crowd that comes in here, oh my god, I am such a fucking worm. Oh, I'm just such a fucking phony. Should have could have said that about any situation, but I play the role of the businessman, the professional. Even she was here. She was back here doing her work for herself. She's like, I hear her. She's like, you sound so professional, and it's such a fucking act. It's such an act. But looking forward to mortgages.
Does it work?
What? Like a charm, dude. I've raised all my prices, and nobody batted an eye. Nobody questioned anything. Nobody's asked for discounts. Whatever I tell the price, they're like, yeah, no problem. I got people that tip me. And it works out. So you have people, the tax code is so overly complicated. Most, civilian taxpayers have no idea about it. Guys come in thinking they're going to owe this amount. And when I tell them they owe half, motherfucker, they're quick to, yeah, how much? Yeah, here's an extra 100. Here's 200 extra. Like, here you go. It's fucking great.
Nice.
Well, I love being able to do that. I hate when somebody's like, oh, I'm getting a huge refund. It's like, you owe $9,800 to the IRS. I didn't even look at the state of New Jersey yet. Those conversations are always difficult.
Well, they should expect it, no? I mean, if you're making money, you're going to owe money.
Unnaturally. But the thing is, people are withheld at such a high amount. I have one dude.
What's like the limit where they start really getting fucked?
150?
Yeah.
I got a
but
guy.
Is that joint?
No, 150. Shit. I don't know. I should know. I know nothing about it because I use a program. And the program does all the work. I'm basically a fucking idiot with a computer.
There you go. Just like the podcast.
Just like you. I'm an idiot with a computer. But this dude makes the kind of money where he needs to have an additional $900 withheld every 2 weeks.
That sucks.
That fucking sucks, but stupid money.
But then why doesn't he do something with it so that he doesn't know it?
Like what?
Like, find a way to put it into something else.
Well, you can get real complicated when you can start getting into trusts. And long-term investments, we tax at a max of 15%, but that's upon the withdrawal. That's not on the investment itself.
If he's getting taxed, 40% on it, why not put it into something where you're getting taxed like a quarter of that?
It definitely should. The problem is that is above my area of expertise. Again, I'm a moron with a computer program.
Well, you're the professional.
I know how to convince people I know what I'm talking about, but I have no fucking idea. I'm dumb, bro. I'm like dumb. Like really dumb. I might speak proficiently like I know what I'm talking about, but it's all bullshit, bro. My father gave me great advice. 2 words of advice. My father was 100%.
He gave me great advice. 2 words.
Two statements of advice. My father was 100% Italian. His first advice when I was about 14, he looked at me and said, never trust a Jew and never trust an Italian. And his second one was, it's 2% what you know, 98% what you can bullshit.
I got a good Jew joke.
I'd love to hear it.
What's the difference between a Jew and a canoe?
I know the answer, but I'm going to say, what is the difference between a Jew and a canoe?
A canoe doesn't fuck its cousins.
There was a curveball thrown in there. I thought we were going old school. There is... Somebody was telling me about to try to keep the bloodline pure, and British royalty and French, Spanish, even German royalty did this, where cousins and siblings would marry. They didn't know shit. They wanted to keep the bloodline royal, but they bumped out a shit ton of waterheads and
royally fucked.
Royally fucked, like a whole bunch of retards.
Is that where that quote came from?
It had to have, right? Like,
like if you're retarded, you're royally fucked.
Wow, you're a cousin fucker, and then you got a goddamn mongoloid child.
I think they would probably mix it up though. They would probably be like, okay, this country has a hot fucking daughter. We got some fucking guys over here. We need to fucking get off the payroll. Let's do a little swap.
And that's what they did to form alliances. They're like, all right, my son's gonna marry your daughter, and we're gonna fucking Germany and England. We're gonna team up here and fuck with the French. And Germans are like, I hate them, and the English are like, I hate them. It's like
we're keeping our bloodline a little too pure, if you know what I mean. We need to spice things up.
It's for never gets more pure than it is over here on this side of the Rhine.
We're 0 for our last 4.
0 for our last 4 and what?
All the kids are retarded.
Last 4, 5th time's a charm. Holy shit. Oh man, speaking of retards, I know a few special ed teachers, and there are some fucking horror stories. Now, I have an aunt that taught special ed for 30 years, and I gotta tell you, she was wonderful. Rarely had a complaint, but like, the retards when we were kids are not the retards of today. These kids are fucking sociopath, like nonverbal, headbutting, scratching, biting, like
vaccines.
That's got to be They got to give them all cases of the
autism. RFK is gonna turn that all around.
Turn it all around, Robert.
He's gonna get all the fucking plastic out of the food. He's gonna get all the fucking chemicals. You know Bill Gates owns all the potatoes that McDonald's uses for fries?
It doesn't surprise me.
McDonald's has one source for potatoes.
And they will never tell you like what potato that is. There was a company in India.
It might not even be a potato anymore. It might just be a weird mutation of it.
It might just be a weird conglomerate of chemicals that they're just forcing into a mold. They do all look oddly similar. By the way, when's the last time you had McDonald's?
Last night.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I had a quarter pounder with cheese and bacon, and they actually hooked it up. There was a lot of bacon.
Oh, I like that. You go in there and you're nice for a minute, they hook it up.
Nothing worse when you order bacon and it's not on the sandwich, or it's like the tiniest little piece.
Or it's just half off. Like hanging half off.
Well, I don't care if it's half off. You can just fucking take the bun off and put it on the sandwich.
Shows a lack of pride in one's work.
Did you ever walk in the kitchen and tell them that?
Not at all. Not at all.
You see this bacon?
You
guys leave your dick hanging out of your pants like that?
And I look down, his dick's out. All right, that answers my question. Resume your work, sir. Back at it, soldier.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were royalty.
Good callback. Royally fucked my bacon cheeseburger. Fuck, speaking of which, I know it's been 15 years. God damn, I miss Jim's Burger Haven.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that place was the shit.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was in there and the guy just threw up on himself? It was like this big, fat, 400-pound guy. We go in there, we get a bunch of food. we're sitting down, we're eating. There's probably like 8 of us, and the way I'm sitting, this guy is facing me behind everybody else, and he was just huge, fat slob, probably drunk and fucked up. And like the middle of eating, he just like pukes on his fucking plate. And I had to like sit there and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. And like everyone else is still eating, and I couldn't say nothing because I didn't want to ruin everyone else's meal.
Yeah, they didn't notice?
Nah.
Yeah, that was good of you because we have mutual friends that would have pointed at it and laughed and made a scene about it. God. Just to ruin everyone else's
Dude, they had like the original Pac-Man machines in there.
They did. They had some original arcade machines. And the same guy, it was his father owned it through the 60s, and
they had the pictures. Remember the pictures of all the food?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, remember the ham? There was a picture. It was just a cube of ham. A picture on the wall of a cube of ham, and underneath it just said ham. Like, oh wow.
Directed to the point, baby. That's how I want my ham. We used to drink all night. And the owner hated his wife so much, he was there 7 days a week, 4 a.m. till 7 o'clock at night. Like, so we'd 4 a.m., we're banging on the door, like, Nick, open up. He would just goes in his Greek accent, be like, it's unlocked. And he'd be like, guys, sit down. He goes, just give me 15 minutes to get the deep fryer warmed up. Bro, he hooked us up.
You do breakfast there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, dude, breakfast was the shit. It always came on those cancer-causing styrofoam plates, on those old red trays, like... Oh, man, I miss that place. It was dirt cheap. Dirt fucking cheap. Dirt cheap. I mean, look, dude.
Now it's a fucking Autos.
I worked for that guy for a while. Like, that kitchen was very unsanitary, but it did not matter, bro.
Nah, dude.
Food was so goddamn good. It was
$1.
Here you go.
The grease kills the germs.
The grease does kill the germs. I will give you a little secret. He has never once put grill cleaner on that grill. He says he has a grill from 1968 he has never used grill cleaner on. He goes, and there's a line down the middle. This is where you put the burgers, where you put the eggs, like, and there was a crack in it. And he told me, he's like, that's grease been in there since the 1960s. But those fucking burgers. And he told me that he had the same supplier as McDonald's. So he had the same fries as McDonald's. He had the same, like, as McDonald's, he was getting from, like, everything over there was shady. You know he was paying a fucking driver at McDonald's. So like, oh, I lost a thing of burgers, lost a thing of fries. Like, that's why it was so cheap.
Dude, it was fucking, that was the shit.
I miss that place.
The place was classic.
Oh, it was great. I remember, and he never updated. Never. That place, and my parents ate there in like high school, and they said it looked exactly the same when he finally closed in like 2009.
The good old days.
Fuck yeah. What else did we have over here? Oh shit, dude! The clown sign's probably coming down.
I know. They sold it.
I know. The liquor store moved up the road. I think they're over by the Chuck E. Cheese now. God, I'd love to go to a fucking Chuck E. Cheese. Huh. Nick Gatto, Joe Gatto, what are you doing here? Here with my kids. Like, your kids aren't here, bud. I must be at the wrong Chuck E. Cheese.
Performing tonight for one night only.
Joe Gatto, mommy, why is his penis out? But yeah, that was an old circus grocery store. They're definitely...
It was a prank. It was a prank.
Just a prank, bro. Oh my god. Remember Vine? They did those stupid fucking pranks. I don't know. Those guys were fucking losers.
Never was a Vine.
I was a Viner. Oh, it was they were such losers. And I know, because it was one. I never had any followers, but...
You were, it was basically TikTok, right?
It went from Vine, then to the Musical.ly app. I don't know if that's a Musical.ly app, whatever how you say it. And then that turned into TikTok.
You mean like it was the same thing and they just changed the name? Or?
No, Vine shut down and then the Musical.ly app, whatever, I don't know how to say it. That came in shortly after Vine shut down, and that one turned into TikTok.
What was the one that was like Instagram before that? Like there was a thing where people would post pictures.
MySpace?
Nah, there was like a photo app that was kind of like pre-Instagram. people out there listening are probably like naming it.
Oh, 100%. Doesn't that drive me nuts when like podcasters are talking about something? You're like, oh, I know what it is. It's two idiots. What's it called? Medium? Nah.
I don't think it's worth trying to.
Nah, probably not. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Banging on the table?
Yeah, I hate doing that.
The Devils playing right?
Yeah, right now they're down to Vancouver.
Pull it up.
No matter how the game?
Yeah, bro.
No matter how bad the Rangers are, they always beat Vancouver at home.
Well, they got that travel.
I mean, that is a lengthy distance. Ooh, NCAA Men's Final Four. We should fucking get into that. Nah?
I don't like basketball.
I don't either till it comes to Final Four of the NBA playoffs. I went to a St. John's game at Madison Square Garden back in January. I gotta tell you, dude, I forgot how awesome college ball is.
You went to it?
I went to a game.
Recently or a while back?
Oh no, this past January, a couple months, last month, 2 months ago, with a buddy of mine and his guy. We were drinking on the train, and we had a good old time, man. College ball is the shit. A lot of passing, a lot of plays, and student section gets rowdy. I mean, even for a New York City-based school, the student section was live and wired. It was a good time.
Yeah, I guess that's a big part of it too. Is like the crowds are different, you know.
That's the thing. The NBA, the lower bowl, nobody gives a shit. You got to go to an Islanders game. Lower bowl at the Islanders game, at least a couple years ago, used to get rowdy. Rangers lower bowl kind of sucks. It's all corporate tickets. Devils lower bowl gets pretty good because those tickets are reasonably priced. So you have the people who can normally not afford that at a Rangers or a Flyers game and go to a Devils game, and now you got like all the drunken idiots down there next to families with kids, and it gets interesting. It gets fun. Vancouver was supposed to be the shit. They're pretty good, but I'm doing all right. The Devils, I don't think they're going to do much. They got some guys that are doing fucking very well, but Jack Hughes cannot stay healthy. He is always injured. He has not played a full season yet. Same with Heischer.
My buddy made a good point. He's like, everyone says Jack Hughes gets hurt because he's too small.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got these guys that are big that get hurt,
mm-hmm.
and no one says nothing. So it's like, how come it's not, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just because it's Jack Hughes that they're like, oh, he's too small. It's like, all right, well, then why is the big dude hurt?
Why do these big guys get hurt? Look, it's just something that happens.
Oh, yeah.
Very home on the power play. It's like Timo Meyer. I like Timo Meyer. I like Jesper Bratt.
You been to any games this year?
What happened?
You've been to any
I've
games?
been to one yet. I'm trying to go before the end of the season.
Yeah, we should try to get out to one.
Me, her, Black Ass is going to go. You should definitely come.
Speaking of how you got no one to subscribe,
you
couldn't even get Black Ass?
I didn't even tell him. What
are you waiting for, bro?
I don't know. For our content to get better.
It's not going to happen.
Nah. Fair enough.
Did this even go in?
Yeah, it went in.
All right.
Now, Jack Hughes gets a bad rep because he is very skilled, but everyone says he's undersized. The problem is, I don't believe that leads to more injuries. I believe that leads to him getting bitched around in the playoffs. You need bangers in the playoffs, and right now the Devils, who do they got? Dawson Mercer, Tomas Tatar.
Mercer's tiny though.
Mercer? I thought Mercer was a banger. We're the old Devils, man. They weren't a skilled bunch, but they defined the new way to play defense, grind it out, and they were just really good in the playoffs. And then come around 2000, they get McGillney, they get Gomez. Those guys were fucking studs together. I was a big Alexander McGillney fan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
You like them Russians, huh?
I do like the Soviet players. It is a different style.
It's just not the gangsters.
I fucking hate the Soviets, but their hockey players were something else. They were
Bure was a beast.
Bure was a beast. McGillney, Fedorov, Larionov, Fetisov.
Fedorov. And did he marry Anna Kournikova?
He did for a little while. I think she was like 12. But in Russia, that doesn't matter. Russia, nothing matters.
Nah, she was a woman by then.
Oh, fair enough.
She was a professional tennis player.
Yeah, I think she was like 16 or something. I think he was banging her when she was dangerously underage. But again, in Russia, none of that matters. Nobody gives a shit. Oof.
They weren't in Russia, though.
Oh, no?
She was definitely in her 20s by the time they dated.
Oh, shit. I could have looked it up. I chose not to. Vancouver, they're known for being soft.
They're Canadian.
Yeah, but Winnipeg's a team of bangers. Winnipeg's no fucking joke. How about the fucking Capitals? Holy shit, dude, they have not stopped. They came out of the gate firing, and they have not stopped. Like, January was their worst month. They went, like, 4-4.
I haven't followed anything.
Oh, man, I've been checking it out.
Who's top in the league right now?
Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
Did Ovi break that record?
No, he's close. He's close. He just popped one the other night. I think he's, like, 6 away, maybe 5 away, and he's got, I think, 13 games left to do it.
Did you ever see the video of him playing soccer?
No, is it good?
He just walked on to some like professional soccer team.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks like this big fat out of shape guy. He's just like running down the field. People are like bumping into him. He's knocking them over.
Russian machine never breaks. He's built solid. Oh shit! I think we talked about it last time. Aaron Ekblad got popped for 20 games for PEDs. But dude, it's like I have a feeling when Ovechkin's the years that he's on the needle.
Who? Ovi?
Ovi. I think the Russians have no problem sticking a needle in their ass. I think Timo Meyer's on it. And who's the guy from the fucking Blues? Guy from the Blues, I think, is on it. I think Pat Maroon's been on it. He's probably going to retire this year. He's got 3 Stanley Cups, 3 years in a row with 2 separate teams. Shit, how much time we got? We got to be like 45 minutes, right?
Not at all. I was just texting somebody. They're like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Yeah, we started recording. We'll be done in like 20 minutes." We suck.
We do. We are terrible.
Her and her friend should come on though. I feel like they would be entertaining.
Who? Your two? Yours?
Her and a friend, yeah.
Yeah, she's
the one that just had brain surgery.
That would be wonderful. I would love to talk to someone who just had brain surgery.
They'd be on our level.
Oh, 100%. We're basically retarded. We're royally fucked. We have, I've heard and I've seen that certain brain surgeries you have to be awake for.
I don't know if they were awake or not.
That's fucking cool.
Maybe for other people.
Yeah, for anyone else who isn't me, that's pretty fucking cool.
You would want to be awake for...
Not in the slightest, but I want to talk to somebody who was. I have no desire to be awake during surgery. Unless I'm that...
I have no desire to be awake.
Oh, man.
I wish I could just sleep.
Dude, sleeping's great. Fuck, man.
I haven't been getting much sleep, man. I gotta be up early tomorrow. Gotta take a car from the auction. But the best part about being at the auction, you go sit in all the BMWs and all the nice cars.
Mm-hmm.
Act like you're in it.
Yeah, pretend it's yours, dude. I do that with my brother's car sometimes.
Take some selfies, make some bitches think you got money.
Yeah, it's very sad. Very sad. How many cars do you buy?
He likes to do pickup trucks.
Okay.
Because people that come to buy the pickup trucks,
yeah,
he's got it down to a science. They show up, truck looks good, they buy the truck.
Mm-hmm.
They're working guys. They're not fucking around.
They got a whole stack of cash.
He gets a little fucking Nissan Altima or a fucking Honda Civic. And it's people that are fucking kicking the tires and wasting time. And he's like, it's not even worth it. So
trucks are the way to go. There you go. If you're into used car sales, pickup trucks.
Yeah, he goes for the working vehicles. I'm looking forward to this bar work.
Oh my god, I hope you get that job. I'll be down there all the time. Not looking for free shit, just fucking
hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it went pretty good yesterday, but I'm really worried about the background checks. If I need to get the ABC card, and I'm worried the background shit might fuck me.
I mean, it's a possibility, but we'll have to go into it. But I don't think they're looking at anything that hasn't gone completely through yet. Like anything that's still pending, I don't believe will be a factor because
might still come up though when they do the shit.
Maybe.
And I have court Wednesday, so even though I did the fingerprints today, I probably won't get the report until Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? By the time they get the report, maybe whatever happens Wednesday doesn't get in the system yet. You know what I'm saying?
That would be convenient.
He's like, you're not like going away, are you? I was like, no, I already did. It could be though. It's a possibility.
No, your lawyer's gotten you out of some pretty.
Oh, last time I did this shit, dude, I paid $100 fine.
Oh my God! God bless America, baby. Yeah. The system works for white people, obviously.
But now I'm in a different county, so.
Oof.
The best part was like when the last time I had court, the fucking prosecutor looked like such a fucking idiot. He was just like sitting in the back trying to make an argument, had like no argument after my lawyer did his thing.
Yeah.
And then the judge is just looking at him like, are you going to say anything? And he's just like,
Yeah, nothing.
Looked like a little kid who lost his ball.
I mean, think about that. He is.
I wanted to talk shit to him outside. Once we got outside the building, he was like right there in front of me. I wanted to talk shit so bad, and my dad's like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, because your dad's smart. Like, don't be a sore winner. You got away with one. Like, take the W and go home. Live to fight another day.
Big day, man. Big day Wednesday.
So, is this something you're concerned with?
A little bit.
What time's court?
Early, like 9.
You need a character witness? I go in there and tell me the greatest person I've ever met.
You give him that 98%?
Nah, give him the 98%, baby. Go from royally fucked to regular fucked. He got me sober, Your Honor. He got me sober. This man can't go away. I don't know what I'd do with myself. Are you willing to take a drug test? No. Good luck, buddy.
Dude, speaking of drugs, I might have to fucking have like an Adderall summer.
I mean, if you're going to be working over there, maybe. But the problem is, dude, I can't really get it anymore.
I'm going to have to just be like geeked out, like running around, grabbing bottles, doing all this shit, scooping ice.
You're pretty good at that naturally, though.
I don't know if I have that extra gear.
No?
I'm not like a hustle guy. Like, I go hard, but at my own pace.
We fucking first met you again a couple years ago. You were driving like 16 hours a day.
Yeah, I can work steadily throughout the day without stopping. But I feel like behind the bar when it's busy, you know?
Picking up the pace.
These guys that are
rush
like,
hours.
like doing shit like 1,000,000 miles an hour, like, that's just not my style. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Okay. There was a hockey movie that came out. I saw an advertisement for. I forget what it was. It was Brett Hull is in it. Timo Solani's in it.
I watched The Goon the other day.
Yeah?
I love that movie.
Goon's alright. I think they missed the mark on a few things.
He does a good job of playing an idiot.
He's great. And he's it's unfortunate he's always going to be known as Stifler. No matter what, he'll always be Stifler.
What was the other one he was in? It was almost like a bad grandpa kind of thing.
No idea.
It was who's the guy from Sling Blade?
Billy Bob.
Yeah. It was like Billy Bob was like fucking his mom or something.
Oh my God. Mr. Woodcock.
Yeah. No recollection of any other part of that movie.
I was trying to recall. Hold on, you got to give me a minute here. I was trying to recall.
He had a few movies like that where he was just basically playing the same character.
Dude, Where's My Car?
No, not Stifler. Fucking
Billy Bob?
Yeah, like Bad Santa.
Bad Santa was fucking epic.
Wasn't he like Bad Grandpa? Didn't he have...
No, that was Johnny Knoxville. And then Dirty Grandpa was Robert De Niro, who's kind of a...
Maybe I'm just thinking of the Mr. Woodcock.
Mr. Woodcock.
It's basically Bad Santa, except Santa's fucking your mom.
But it was like, Mr. Woodcock found weed in my locker. He told the authorities, and I served 10 years. And it straightened me out. I owe this man my life. Like, he was a real cunt for the rules, and but then in the end, it all worked out. I'm not much of a movie guy. I don't do a goddamn thing.
I've been watching a lot of movies, but then I always fall asleep. I kind of just put them on at the end of the night when I'm laying in bed, and then I don't know what any of them are. I watched, what is it, White House Down?
Was that good? Was it Jamie Foxx, or was that with Channing Tatum?
Jamie Foxx was, of course, we needed a black president.
Yeah, but he's a type of him, Morgan Freeman, fucking Samuel L. Jackson, or
Samuel L. Jackson could not play the president.
Oh, 100% he could. 100%.
He's been the president in movies?
Nope, never once, but I think he 100% could.
No way, dude.
Denzel. Because Denzel's one of those, get off your ass and get a job kind of guys.
If fucking, what's his face?
Who?
Cheeseburger Royale, what's his name?
Jules from...
No, the fucking, you just said
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
I think it was his movie character.
Yeah, no, Samuel L. Jackson. If he ever played the president, it would have to be a movie where they just like walked the streets of D.C. and just picked the guy off the street. Like, you're the president.
Like a Trading Places type deal. That movie was a little before our time. I could see Eddie Murphy as president. But Jamie Foxx. There's another Jamie Foxx movie where he's married to Cameron Diaz. They're spies. Now they have kids and their life catches up with them. And it was pretty good.
It sounds exactly like what the one with Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie.
It's the exact same thing. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It might as well be called Mr. and Mrs. Smith 2 with kids. I saw a good one recently. The Trap or Trap?
Trapped?
What is it? They have like a pop singer at a concert, and like they know the serial killer is gonna be there, so they're not letting anybody out, and they're screening all the men coming out, and this guy who is you learn is the killer, like figures out a way to weasel his way through. I just thought it was gonna suck or be generic. Pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna give shit away.
Who was in it?
O'Connell. What's the guy's name?
Connor O'Connell.
Sean. Nah, what? I'll look it up. I'll tell you right now, bro. Fuck, it's 9 o'clock already.
You got a lot of work to do.
I still have a lot of work to do. Who's with? Oh, fuck, I'm an idiot. Josh Hartnett.
What's the name of the movie? Trapped?
No, it's called Trap.
And they're all at a concert?
Yeah, most of it takes place at a concert. It's M. Night, his daughter's like the singer, and oh shit, Kid Cudi's in it. That's what's up. Oh, Miss Bliss is in it. That's cool.
Who the fuck is that?
You ever seen Saved by the Bell? The teacher?
No.
Oh shit.
Dude, I'm the worst when it comes to references for like movies and shit.
Why?
You know what movies I really did like?
Huh.
Probably just because of Jennifer Lawrence. But
Hunger Games?
Mockingjay.
Those are pretty good. There was the 2010s. There were a lot of teen dystopia movies that
like all those werewolf vampire shits.
With and there was another one like Maze Runner or fuck, I don't know. There was like Divergent. That one was kind of stupid, but it was kind of prepping us for the end of.
Well, it's all predictive programming.
That's it. Just getting you ready for when society eventually crumbles. We're gonna have to kill each other for food, and frankly, I welcome that.
That's the fun thing about going back and watching movies that were like before things that you already know happened. Mm-hmm. Now that it's been a few years removed, and then you watch the movies that came out before those things happened, and you could see them laying out the entire storylines of things that would happen a year or two later.
Yeah, wasn't that fucking crazy?
Like in Ozarks,
yeah,
they had a whole like storyline in one of the final seasons about how they were rigging the voting machines, and this was all before the election.
Really?
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me. I mean, it took place in Arkansas. Clintons are from Arkansas. It's fucking. They were.
Ozarks is in Missouri.
It's in Missouri,
Yeah.
but it's on the Arkansas border, right?
I don't know. I heard Arkansas is like the hidden gem of the South.
I've heard, everybody has this connotation about it, how it's a shithole, but I watch these guys sometimes that go through these like rural towns, and yeah, I've seen some fucking gems in Arkansas and Mississippi. Like the two.
Mississippi's rough.
Yeah, but there's some spots in Mississippi, even Louisiana is kind of like that's a different country, but we had some very nice towns down there. But the Ozarks, man, the Clintons were fucking. They were a death machine. I mean, when he was the governor, that was during it was during the governor.
Well, that was where they were. I'm pretty sure Arkansas is where they were dropping all the shit.
They were
from the cocaine smuggling.
Dropping out of planes, Barry sealing them, and the guys would go in the woods and pick it up. And like 2 kids stumbled across it, and they dragged their bodies to the train tracks. Said they were hit by a train. It was some real grimy. You weren't fucking kidding, bro. You drank that whole thing.
Yeah, bro. It's fucking delicious.
Fuck. What is it? Strawberry, orange strawberry. I gotta get some of that.
And it's actually not that bad when it comes to sugar. This whole thing is only 100 grams of sugar.
Nah, it's still a lot though. But
not
again,
for 50 ounces.
No, it's not, because this thing right here is 41 for 12 ounces. All right, fair enough.
Now look at these ingredients.
Yeah, I don't even want to know.
This is made with real high fructose corn syrup.
Very good for you. It really builds strong muscles.
Now, there's been some talk about ingredients in the news lately.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying how bread only has 3 or 4 ingredients: water, yeast, flour.
Mm-hmm.
And then McDonald's hamburger bun has 37 ingredients.
All preservatives.
I think it's fucking value. You're getting all these extra ingredients for the same price.
We're getting a lot of extra ingredients for $4. Can't beat it.
I wanted to make some roasted potatoes today. That's what I was watching videos of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they were doing?
They were taking pans, putting oil. Some of them were using duck fat.
Mm-hmm.
You ever cooked with duck fat?
I have not.
Can you get it in the store? They have it available like that?
Probably at Whole Foods.
We might have to invest in some duck fat.
Duck fat?
Is that what they put in the girls' lips when they get the injections?
I mean, it looked like a duck's ass. Or a duck bill. But,
That's a quote from, like, Kentucky. South Africa. I'm so hungry I could eat the ass out of a low-flying duck.
South African?
I think.
Dude, you are so cultured.
I stole it from somebody
Nah, that's all right.
who's more cultured than I.
Homeless people are more cultured than I am. Speaking of homeless, I think we're very fortunate to live in an area where there aren't many.
Oh, I thought you were going to reference how we're behind on rent.
Now we are, but I got a bunch of money for her, so she's going to be real happy. At least for another 2 weeks, and then she'll be angry again, but we'll get her caught up. She'll hate me less. She is the nicest woman. I say it all the time. I don't talk about it. She's great.
I feel bad telling her there's squirrels in the house.
Nah, we'll take care of that. Don't bother.
They're right above the corner of my room, bro. It's all I hear, and then I'm banging on the walls trying to get them to shut up.
All right, let's get a squirrel trap. I don't want to kill a squirrel. I want to kill a deer. I would love to kill a deer.
We don't have deer in the roof.
I wouldn't imagine so, but I'm just saying. I've never been hunting. I shot a squirrel at the gun range once.
Maybe we could get squirrels to fight each other.
Squirrel fight.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Home Depot, squirrel traps.
We're gonna get the squirrels.
Okay.
We're going to feed them well.
Okay.
Eggs, steak, tren.
I got plenty of tren if they need it. Plenty of tren.
How many weeks should we juice these squirrels up before we let them? Well, here's the
Squirrel's
thing.
got a good metabolism. I would say 6 weeks.
We feed them.
Okay.
We get them fucking bulked up.
Mm-hmm.
And then we starve them. And then we let it happen.
Just open the fucking. We got to get a big cage that the smaller traps line up to, and just slide the doors open and let them fucking go.
Yeah, put them in like some kind of King of the Ring. Maybe we'll make like a little ladder.
Oh, a ladder match where the food's up at the top.
Yeah.
What happens if they both climb up each side and just start sharing?
Nah, the drugs will take care of that.
Okay, I hope so.
We could maybe get them a little extra, besides the trend, get them coked up.
We can make that happen. The way you said the drugs will take care of it, that was way funnier than what I got credit for. All right, this is something we could definitely pull off. King of the Ring, and we know what we should do. We should get like an old WWF logo, put it on the side like a little wrestling ring. But we got to cage the whole thing in. They're gonna turn. I'm worried though they're gonna get out and they're gonna like realize, hey, you and I, we're not so different.
Team up on us.
Those two assholes are the problem.
And they get attacked by a bunch of fucking roided out squirrels.
Yeah, but what they're gonna do is they're gonna go out and recruit. We learned anything from Rick and Morty? Don't fuck with squirrels.
All of a sudden, you just see the two squirrels in our backyard fucking every other squirrel.
And just looking at us like real, like eye contact.
Yeah, I mean, the point of it is to make sure that one of them dies.
Well, let's hope they fight, because if not, this could go bad quickly. We'll have to euthanize them, because they will organize, they will unionize, they will go on strike, and they will come after us violently. Same Valentine's Day massacre type shit. Well, they're coming back with reinforcements, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix the hole that they got in through.
Okay.
If we do, I don't want to release them.
No. We would drown them. How do you kill a squirrel? Just drown them. Drop the cage in a bucket of water.
You know how they kill a squirrel?
Oh.
You fuck with its nuts.
I hate you so much. Words can't describe how much I hate you. What's odd? I was staring at myself when I said that. A deep psychological
subconsciously.
I think so.
So I found a guy selling some microphones.
Okay.
Hopefully in a few weeks, when we got some extra scraps, we can catch this guy before he sells them.
Okay.
But then we're going to have to step our game up.
Yeah.
Once we get microphones, we're going to then have to figure out. They have to go somewhere. We can't just put them in front of us.
We can get some sort of.
We're going to have them go into some sort of a mixer.
Okay.
You watch any podcast, there's people in the back.
Yeah, I know. We don't have any. We're going to do
There's room here. You could put a chair there, a chair there. We could have a little crew, meandering around.
Uh-huh.
Maybe run the wires down the hall into the office. Give them a little table.
Okay.
They could sit back there mixing and editing, and
I would love to have an editor.
Make your gut look small.
Oh, I would love that. Make it look so much smaller, please and thank you.
Or maybe we could have you sit on the other side of the table.
Okay.
And over here we could set up one of those funhouse mirrors. Gives you one of those hourglass figures.
Oh man, that would be something else. Yeah, now you're talking. You're the idea man. You're
the only problem is once we get to the top, it might make your head just even bigger.
Maybe it'll make me smarter. Big brain.
You're not looking too red today.
Nah, man, the redness, and it's funny, I did take my shots last night. So I have a feeling I'm going to be red tomorrow.
Think so?
I think so.
I really want to get you a shirt that says contains 5% juice.
Please get me that. I would do that all the time.
Oh, we should get like a fucking website and just make bullshit shirts.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were saying that the other day.
Yeah, 32 subscribers, bro.
Maybe we could sell 1.5 shirts.
If they all bought a shirt,
it's 32 shirts.
So we made like $5 a shirt.
Oh my god, dude, that's
we'd be halfway to a microphone.
It's $160, bro. It took me that long to work it out. I am not a smart man, dude.
You didn't have your program.
That program is a lifesaver. Even that, I'm pretty good at navigating the program. This program's a little more clunky. I mean, you kind of have to know what you're doing. But as far as questions that emerge about the tax code,
you just sit there with the calculator and be like...
There sometimes I'm typing nothing. Sometimes I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, fuck, what do I do?
I gotta look busy.
And I'm typing, I'm moving the mouse, I got the calculator going. And I'll ask them some random question about, like, their investments. Ask them if they have any child care expenses.
Is that the other Hughes they're showing?
That is not, but if what's his name? Jack Hughes wasn't hurt, all three would be on the ice right now. You have 2 on the Devils, you have 1 on Vancouver.
They never got the guy from Vancouver?
Nah, they didn't get him over, so they got...
Did he sign?
What?
Because that was a big deal. They were trying to get all 3 brothers.
That would have been awesome, but no, they didn't get him. He's still in Vancouver.
Did he sign, though?
What, in Vancouver?
Yeah. What, has he got like a year left?
Ooh, I don't know what his contract is. I just know no trade happened this year. We are past the trade deadline. But,
Quinn.
dude, he's first amongst defensemen in points per game, first in time on ice, and first for power play time on ice per game.
Third in points.
And he missed 14 games this season, and he's third in points for defensemen.
Dude, they need him.
This kid's something else, man.
He might be the best out of all of them.
Maybe, yeah. Actually, he might be. Oh no, I mean, he missed 14 games. Luke, I've never seen injured, but Jack gets hurt all the time. Quinn missed 14 games. I mean, that's
because he's the little brother. The little brother took a beating his whole life. He's the toughest one. Who's the oldest? Quinn, right?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure he was in the league before Jack.
Oh, God. I hate watching anything that's a Canadian broadcast. Like, they say that our broadcasts and our commercials are very propagandized. Nothing compared to Canada. Canada is so irrelevant to the international stage, but go to Canada and be like, we're the greatest country in the world.
Are they still booing the anthem?
Probably. I don't know. No one cares. It's fucking Canada. Boo all you want. Fucking, like, the 21,000 people in the arena and the 6 million Canadians that are watching, no one's going to give a shit what they have to say.
Pretty sure, like, the entire Canadian population is just, like...
all across the border.
All the outskirts of, like, the United States.
Your entire population lives within 50 miles of the U.S. border. Like, yeah.
Do you know what Eskimo is, like, a derogatory term?
I didn't find that out till a few years ago.
I never knew that.
Probably called Inuit people. Those Canadians are fucking cool. They're like our natives, our Indians, man. They got fucked up. You think our Indians had it bad? The Canadian and British government fucked over the native Canadians so bad. So much worse.
Jordan Tutu, remember him?
I like Tutu.
He was Eskimo.
Yeah, he was, man.
Sorry to my Eskimo listeners.
Our 0.7 Caribbean native Eskimo
must be tough
Pacific Islanders.
It must be tough living in the cold like that.
It should be fucking brutal. Apparently, it turns you Asian.
But you know what makes you feel like a little taste of paradise?
What's that?
Sunny D.
Sunny D.
Take one sip, you're gonna feel like you're in Miami.
Sunny D. Those cold winter days where you feel like you'd rather be in the Caribbean.
I wonder how much Sunny D is up there in the fucking tundra.
Back up there in what? None of it in Northwest Yukon territories, bro. It's probably that thing is probably $23 up there.
What's that population? You think? How many Eskimos are there?
We can look it up. Let's check Inuit population. You want to know through per province, or you want to know just
per province? What are you, a fucking undercover Canadian?
Nah, but
what kind of a question is that?
As a hockey fan,
per province.
As much as I cannot stand Canada, I still, at some level, respect it. And dude, they got provinces, which is dumb. Because it doesn't matter where you go in Canada, like the laws are the laws. Here, man, fucking cross the Delaware. Go fucking 30 miles west of here. The laws change so drastically. So, Inuit, 3.9% of the population. 70,545 people.
It's only 75,000?
70,545.
They've had college football games with more people in attendance.
Then there are Inuit. That's because the fucking Brits and the Canadians killed them all.
And we get bullshit about killing Indians?
We get fucking bad rap. There's nothing compared to what they did to their people. Oh my god, we probably did the same shit. It just got swept under the rug.
We killed people that were scalping each other.
That's true.
They killed people that are freezing their ass off.
Freezing their dicks off. And you're going to go and fuck with these people? Their lives are already hard enough.
You have an entire group of people protecting you from polar bears.
That's it. The polar bears are going to stop there because they got...
And you're going to kill them.
You didn't take them out. Our Native American population was huge. But by the time the earliest explorers came here, Native American population was down like 87% because they fucking killed each other.
And we got them diseases too.
We gave them a whole bunch of smallpox and alcoholism.
It was like Corona round one.
I know, but this was like an actual like disease that kills people.
It was COVID-1.
Not something was like, oh, you had a heart attack, COVID, you had COVID. I got my arm chopped off and bled out, COVID.
You think they did that back then too?
Probably if the hospitals, sanatoriums, and doctors were getting paid per smallpox or polio, we're getting paid per diagnosed disease. Everybody had smallpox, everybody had polio because they were getting federal money for it.
But they didn't want to blame it on polio, so they're like, oh, he died of scalping.
He was scalped. Got a great head of hair for someone who's been scalped.
And he had to stay awake for the whole thing.
Oof, rough.
You thought brain surgery was tough.
Yeah, scalping would be pretty brutal. That'd be a terrible way to go.
What other surgeries did I keep you awake for? Did I ever tell you about the guy when he had to break my bone back into place?
That's fucking gross.
And he offered me ginger ale.
The fuck is ginger ale gonna do
Exactly.
other than quench my thirst?
I think I told this story. I broke my hand punching Matt in the head.
Our buddy?
Yeah. That's why the knuckles like flat. See how it's kind of like fucked up?
Oh, you guys fucking around? He pissed you off?
Yeah, we were like supposed to be boxing, but he kept ducking down and putting his hands in the air like this.
Yeah.
Because it was like dark. So he's like, you see one head and then all of a sudden you see like two.
Yeah.
And he's just annoying me. So I went to go fucking crack him and he like ducked his head down.
Yeah.
So I caught him with the bottom part of the fist
and
the bone cracked. And then I was not drinking that day. I was a designated driver.
Wow, good for you, buddy.
See, no one had fucking painkillers. And this is like while we're in college. Like, how does no one have painkillers?
Yeah, they were huge back then.
And so I'm sitting there. I'm fucking miserable. Everyone's like partying all night. And they were friends with this one Greek kid who was like loaded back in Greece. He was like, I don't know if he was retarded, but he might have been royalty.
Okay.
To some degree. I don't know.
Fucked, yeah.
I don't know. His fucking family was like something important over there.
Yeah.
But he was a mess. Dude, he was like so drunk that night he like slit his hand open on one of the bottles. He like dropped the bottle and then it cracked and then he went to go clean it up and like sliced his hand.
Uh-huh.
He's like he's in the kitchen just like doing shots with like blood dripping down his fucking
That's
hand.
cool. I like this guy knows how to party.
But I had to drive home. I'm sitting here with my broken ass hand and I put it on like the stick shift like this to try to kind of like, I don't know, maybe like keep its shape or just kind of like keep it in place or something, you know, try to find a comfortable position for it.
Yeah.
And Matt felt bad, so he's like, oh, pull in the Wawa, man. I'll get, like, he's gonna, so he buys me a fucking foot-long fucking sub.
That's cool.
How am I gonna eat it? I'm driving with one hand, my other hand's broken. It's like, thanks for the sandwich, bro, but I'm not exactly hungry right now. I just want to go fucking home. Dude, so I go to the doctor, and they had to break the bone back into place.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in the doctor's office, and he offers me a ginger ale. And I'm like, why would I want a ginger ale? And then he's like, oh, you know, sometimes people, like, their blood sugar drops, and they, like, I'm like, dude, just fucking break it.
Just break it.
So he took my hand, and just went, snapped it right back, and then put a cast on it.
No shit. You're a bad motherfucker.
I mean, it was already broken.
Yeah, fair enough. That's pretty cool, though, dude. That's really cool. So I find the strangest thing about that is that you couldn't get any painkillers back then. They were everywhere.
That night, nobody had none.
That's bullshit. It's one of those things people get they don't want to share. I know, because I was one of them. I'm a terrible person.
Nah, I think they would have shared if they had them.
That's cool.
I knew right away. As soon as I hit him, I heard pop.
Yeah, done for.
And he's like, come on, let's keep going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, take my fucking gloves off.
Yeah, done. All done.
It's because so they had one pair of real gloves and one pair of like the thin bag gloves.
Mm-hmm.
So he thought he was like doing me a favor by giving me the thin glove for my right hand. It's like, that's the one I'm going to be punching with.
Nah, it's your power hand.
That's the one you need the fucking glove for.
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have sucked at boxing.
Why?
I don't know. I just think I would have sucked. I got a big nose.
big Dago nose, but you're fairly tall, so you fucking good at bobbing and weaving. You got a pretty good reach. Strong as an ox. You probably got a really strong chin, also.
A little bit.
I think you've been a phenomenal boxer. Probably a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guy, MMA guy.
I never had any concussions.
That's huge.
That I know of.
Fair enough.
All that comes from your neck and your jaw.
Really?
Yeah. Players that have like really strong necks, it's like your shock absorber.
Okay.
So that's why guys get so many concussions now, because they don't train. They're such pussies. Back in the day, you'd see the guys with the fucking neck harnesses and shit.
The big fucking weight on it, just up and down, bro.
Now, everyone's afraid of players getting hurt. And it's literally, this is all like Louis Simmons stuff that he would preach.
Mm-hmm.
You familiar with him at all?
Louis Simmons, I like him. I like Mike Mentzer and Arthur Jones.
Yeah, Louis Simmons is all about basically just like everyone's a pussy.
Yeah.
The reason they get hurt is because they're weak. All these ACL injuries in the NFL, it's because they got weak hamstrings. All the fucking injuries for your back and your neck and all this other shit, it's because they're afraid to train the low back. They're afraid to train the neck. The areas that are getting hurt are the ones they're afraid to fucking train. Know who has fucking no knee problems?
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
He's got legs like a tyrannosaur.
You ever seen him do fucking Nordic curls? You know what they are?
No, I do not. What are those?
When someone's on their knees and you're holding their feet down. I mean, they got benches. You could do these on like machines too. But you're basically like letting your whole body drop forward.
Yeah.
So like your whole body's curling up from your fucking hamstrings.
So you're going kind of face down and curling backwards.
You're on your knees.
Okay.
And then falling straight forward and to the point where you're laying on the floor flat.
Okay.
So someone's holding your feet down, and then from your knee all the way up, you're coming up.
Okay.
So it's your hamstrings that are just curling up your entire body weight.
So strong hamstrings.
So you watch, there's videos of Tyreek Hill banging out Nordic curls, which are extremely difficult. Obviously, because he has strong ass hamstrings. And he has no history of knee problems.
Good for him. You see too many guys taking knee injuries, and it kind of derails their careers. It really sucks. You hate to see it.
You know who Joel Seedman is?
I do not know him.
He's got all these like ridiculous videos. He's like, you gotta train to 90 degrees to be optimal. He's like,
is it correct, or is he an idiot?
It's like a gimmick. He's like, I'm gonna find his Instagram. And he tries to write these huge fucking things. He's like not even moving the weight.
Yeah, it just seems unnecessary. I like the idea of the weight behind the back, but I think it's unnecessary to have that.
It's not behind the back. It's a trap bar. That's just an open trap bar. So he's standing in between the weight. But he's like all about like this 90-degree shit.
Yeah.
So like, look, he's got people benching halfway, you know? Like anyone that he's worked with, like he worked with Will Fuller, who was always injury prone to begin with.
Yes.
And a couple of years ago, who was the running back on Seattle before Kenneth Walker? He was a beast. Chris Carson.
I don't remember.
They both were training with him during this one off season, and then all of a sudden, boom, they were both just done.
How long ago was Chris Carson?
Probably like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. Like, this is retarded. You got a fucking old lady squatting on a fucking Bosu ball. I mean, it's impressive that the woman can do that.
Yeah, good for her. But
60 years old.
Why do you
225?
Nah, that's stupid.
Why introduce that like unnecessary shit?
Yeah,
Hey, look, it's like he's not even squatting low enough for the weight releasers to fucking come off.
No, and his form looks like shit. Yeah, you're just asking to get injured that way. Oh, so we good here?
No, man.
We got more? We've been fucking babbling nonsense for the past 30
keep
minutes.
rocking, bro.
Rocking what? What are you gonna break this up into two?
Not at all. We're going deep, unlike Joel Seedman.
Nobody goes deep with Joel Seedman.
We gotta start talking shit about more people, bro.
We should start talking shit
There's
about
so
more
many of these. You know who Wes Watson is?
I do. Didn't he just get popped?
Yeah, he got in trouble for some gym fight. Now, I'm not trying to talk shit on him.
Was he on parole?
Probably. He did like 5 or 10 years in prison.
He says he did.
He says he did 10. There's guys out there trying to say he did 5.
Yeah.
He's trying to claim he's been in this yard and that yard, and people were like, I got his paperwork, and he wasn't in none of them places. No. I really don't care.
Yeah.
He usually preaches a pretty good message overall, but there is a group of people on YouTube who have such a fucking hard-on for this guy.
Yeah.
All they do is watch his videos, and then, you know, the guys that make videos about other videos?
Yes.
Like the reactions people do to songs.
Mm-hmm.
They basically do that to like all of his shit. So the video comes out of him getting arrested or whatever, and they'll make like a 30-minute long video talking about how, like, you know, oh, and then watch what he says here, and then watch what he says there, and it's like, dude, you're fucking obsessed with this guy. Like, this is all you make videos about. You act like you hate him.
No, but that's an obsession. That is something you cannot let go of. And people tend to give more attention to things that they hate. And that just shows the degradation of the mental stability of the nation. But I noticed that with people, man, they love talking about people they fucking hate. As we're sitting here talking about, we should talk more shit about people we hate. What does that say about us?
You gotta follow the blueprint, man.
Nah, if it works, it works. But yeah, and then if you say something to these guys,
it's
like,
different if you're talking shit about the shit talkers. That's kind of like beating up the bully.
Okay, all right. Now you brought me back in. But you could say something to these guys about you're obsessed. Like, no, I'm not obsessed. What are you talking about? This guy's just such a loser. I don't know, bro. If I didn't like a guy, I would probably not watch his videos. I would probably
over and over.
I would just go watch something else, something I do like, something that I do enjoy. Unless you get into this cycle of negativity.
I mean, sometimes it's funny a little bit, but like, I don't know, man. Everyone on the internet winds up being like some sort of a scam. You know what I mean? Anyone that blows up, that just gets like mad views and is like, they always end up having some weird ending. You remember Rich Piana?
I do.
Like, you know what I mean? He was cool. But you know, they're all these like, it's almost like WWE. They're all these characters, you know? He's this big, juiced out, full of fucking synthol, fucking 8-hour arm workouts, like tough guy shit.
Yeah, that doesn't work for like.
And then he like overdoses and dies.
I mean, everything he did extreme, but like, you can't do. You're gonna do an 8-hour arm workout. You're never gonna grow.
Yeah,
you're never gonna grow.
And then like, you know, you get these other guys. Like I've made fun of Andy Elliott before.
Don't know him.
You gotta watch his videos. He's such a douche. He wears these like fucking, you know, fucking biker shorts and like looks like he's a fucking aerobics instructor.
Yeah.
He was a used car salesman who
already off to a bad
defrauded
start.
all these people because they would basically like just give people like horrible fucking loans, get people into cars they couldn't afford.
Mm-hmm.
He had like an in with like a finance company where they would kind of just sign off on anything.
Yeah.
So they would just, you know, it was like a huge scam that he got like arrested for. So then he just becomes like a motivational speaker. So he does all these like sales training things, but he's just a total fucking douche. And he tries to act like, you gotta be ripped, you gotta be jacked. If you don't got a 6-pack, you can't be on my team. Like that type of shit. And like, you're a public speaker, you're a motivational speaker. Like, there's no like legality to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no oversight. It's not like you're selling a car.
You could say whatever you want with zero credibility or credentials.
Yeah, and there's no repercussions, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You just do this dumb rah-rah bullshit where he acts like, he tries to act like he's a fucking drill instructor.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're trying to talk to a fucking car salesman. Like, shut the fuck up. Meanwhile, it's like you're a fucking scam artist and you've already been convicted of fraud. Now you just had to find something else. It's like, what's your sales track record? You sold a bunch of shit that you shouldn't even have been able to sell.
Congratulations, your sales figures are up, but on all fraudulent loans.
Yeah.
Blatantly fraudulent loans.
So it's like guys like that, you know, they get popular and then you see, oh, okay, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like I had this one dude, he got popped too. Mike Rando. That alone is hilarious. He legally changed his name to Rando.
Wait, he changed it to Rando. That is unfortunate on 2 levels.
So he was the Credit Game. You never heard of him?
Nope.
A couple of years ago. I mean, he put out some decent information and helped me get my score up and shit.
Yeah.
So he had this thing online. You know Grant Cardone?
Nope.
All right, he's another one. So this guy was kind of like a Grant Cardone, I think, like mentee, and he was selling all this credit repair shit, right? So he had all these videos talking about credit and like how to get your scores up, and blah blah blah. He ended up getting arrested and like, I don't know if it was like the SEC or whatever commission. They all just fucking. It's like he's on, you know, posting videos every day, and then all of a sudden he's just like poof, disappears.
Hey, you got popped. Credit repair isn't very difficult, but it's something you should never pay for. A little bit of research, you can figure all that out by yourself for free.
Yeah, but it's nice to pay for somebody to do all the legwork, send out the dumb letters, and do all that dumb shit. You know, I got a fucking $600 check from Lexington Law. They had a class action lawsuit. I used them back in like 2020, I guess.
Okay.
To like do some credit shit.
Yeah.
And I ended up canceling because they weren't doing anything. Like I had like whatever, say like 4 or 5 files that were all like derogatory.
Mm-hmm.
And if you actually go on the website and see what they're doing, they're sending letters out for one of the files every month just to say they're doing something. Mm. They're not working on your whole thing. So they lost some class action lawsuit, and I just randomly had a $600 check from them.
That's fucking great, man.
Yeah, T-Mobile had a big lawsuit recently.
Ooh, what was that about?
I keep seeing it. They're like, oh, you can get up to $25,000. It's like, you might have had to like sign up for it, kind of like that 9/11 fund, like, which apparently Trump is trying to shut down. It's like, that's what my friend's dad got sick from. It's like, he was working in the area, got sick, and it's like, yeah, these people aren't going to get cancer the next day. But like, if you were a non-smoker, didn't do anything, and all of a sudden you need fucking lung
transplant? Yeah, that might be a problem. That's maybe a fund I wouldn't shut down. Getting back to Wes Watson, there's a lot of guys that do like prison podcasts that talk about their time in prison. Some of them are very interesting, but a few of them, like, you can't really lie about where you've done time and when you did time, because there's always going to be somebody there who was there at the same time. Oh, what block were you on? What car were you in?
It doesn't matter though, because these guys get on the internet, they say whatever they want. Mm-hmm. See, we keep it real. We never lie about things like sponsorships,
a ton of sponsors,
or anything.
No, especially out vape companies and Sunny D that sponsors us.
The only thing we lie about are the names, obviously.
Yeah,
so, got to protect the innocent.
Of 100%. But there's going to be somebody that's going to get big also. It's going to come out and be like, yo, I know people you were with and nobody remembers you. Like, what car were you in?
Yeah, but if you have fucking 90 million people watching your video and you've already built this character, and then someone just randomly makes a video like, wow, oh, I never saw this guy, he's full of shit. It's like 3 people watch your video. Like, you're not doing anything. And it all comes out in the wash eventually. You know?
Yeah.
That's why they can't get fucking Trump on nothing, bro. Guy's clean as a whistle.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I like Trump though. I like that he fucks with the left so hard. Just you can honestly, you can convince a leftist to do anything, to back
They have
anything.
no brain.
No brain, no moral compass. It's ridiculous.
Dude, I really want to like go off on my whole family. I want to write like a eulogy at my grandma's funeral to just be like, she was fine before the vaccine. That was a hell of a fucking. That was on purpose.
That was 100% on purpose.
Bounced it off the backboards to the other side.
Yeah.
What a pest.
We used to play against
Who had that assist? That was fucking filthy.
We used to play against the University of Pittsburgh. They would do that. They would always, especially in their
Use the
building,
boards?
they would bounce it off the boards and get it come out the other side. It was actually pretty genius.
One of the coolest moves I ever had. I was like right against the boards, my back to the boards. I was behind the net. Somebody's coming at me. I took it on my backhand, bounced it off the boards behind me, so it flipped up as they were coming in. It flipped up over them. I walked out, and now I'm like right in front of the goalie, and then I just backhand it right over his shoulder.
All right, that's fucking cool. I was so happy you told me that.
That was like my best move ever.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. Fuck, man. Oh shit!
Actually,
What?
my best pass ever
Yeah.
was also backhand. Fucking from our fucking net. Boom.
Just-
Like from like one face-off circle to all the way over the blue line.
Damn.
To
dude.
another kid.
That's not even a
Fucking-
salsa pass. That's a UFO.
Yeah, dude, I just launched it on my backhand.
Okay.
Landed perfect, and then he fucking buried it. How
Alright.
did they give up a goal right after?
Nah, because the Devils are always going to do that.
You want to try to ride it out till the end of the game?
I don't know. What's the timer on? Can you
Oh,
read?
we're probably over an hour.
We're well over an hour.
You want to say fuck it?
Let me see how much time's left.
We're probably like 8 minutes.
I think it was 8:50. 8:50 was left. That's 8:50 of game clock, though.
Yeah, we can shut it down.
8:13 and counting.
We'll shut it down.
All
All right, people. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Supposedly, it helps for cardiac issues.
Is that true?
I saw something that says people who brush their teeth before bed are 40% less likely to suffer from heart disease.
Oh, wow, then.
Even one more reason to brush your teeth.
Brush your teeth. There you go. Great advice.
And if you do too many drugs, you could always buy new ones.
Always available.